Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome everyone to MATCHFIT Entertainment's official coverage of the SCNZ Allports V8 Supercar Summer Series. It is Tuesday night. Yes, you have connected to the right channel because it's Davo and J-Man on the mics here. We will call out a few sponsors just quickly while the boys get around for the first lap of qualifying. We're going to call out GAMAFLARE. We're going to call out Allports, New Zealand Esports, of course, and our weekly sponsor, Custom PRINTZ, ladies and gentlemen. You can see all of those sponsors there at the bottom of our screen. And look, I've got to call this man in. J-Man.
Yeah, evening, Davo, evening, viewers, or afternoon, whenever you may be picking up this broadcast. However, right now it is live, so yeah, welcome aboard, viewers, and obviously welcome aboard, I guess, to
everybody. Sky 83, Sky 83 as well.
Face TV.
Yes,
yep.
Absolutely.
Format for tonight is it's obviously Silverstone. It is round 7, and it is the historic Silverstone. So, taking out a little bit of the technical side of it, and this one here a lot shorter, 4.7 Ks and 10 turns. So, letting these big dogs eat is I guess the formula here tonight. The supercar will function incredibly well around here, and we've just witnessed a fantastic what is to be a top 30, to get into this qualifying, and the times at the top were separated. I think the top 3 were separated by 4 1,000ths of a second, or 4 100ths, I think, maybe.
No surprise, J-Man.
And super tight. So
absolutely.
Good looking field once again out there. So plenty of action here to come. So obviously this is a 15-minute qualifying session. We'll follow that up with a 15-minute sprint race, and then the feature will be a reverse top 15. The cars are a little fuel sensitive, and there is a mandatory pit stop in race 2 for a minimum of 2 tyres. So watch that space.
Absolutely, J-Man. Watch that space, boys. Just circulating now on their first flying lap. We will touch on the points just quickly. This, as always on a Tuesday night, things move pretty damn quickly. So points table, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, up on screen now. Darren Lobb at the top spot there on 670, and with a reasonably commanding lead there. Dion de Graaf, we got Fitzy, Pepperell, J-Man, stunning last week in the Canadian race that we did. Stone Street, Forbert, Gunston, Jones, Vandenberg, Dutch. Look, all the usual suspects there. You can see down to the top 20. Philip Carpenter there as well, a J-Man, but plenty going on. We are over halfway, I think, here at the Silverstone circuit tonight for round 7. So only, what do we got? Sebring, Suzuka, Miami.
Get us some action up, Davo.
Let's get going on the leaderboard as they start rolling across the line, and no surprise, Rian hitting the top spots.
Yeah, Rian was in a battle at the top of that practice session with Dutchy and co, and he's just bettered that number. We saw 43.9s in the mix in official practice to get into this qualifying session. Now he's gone better with a 43.8. Obviously, Dutchy still right in there with the 44.0.
So we, as always, Jamie, these times move pretty damn quickly. On screen there, a couple of official GAMAFLARE / Supercars NZ / MATCHFIT cars out on track in Sean McNamara and obviously Rian as well. Both stunning looking vehicles. You can't miss those two, can you? Right? With all that jazz going on. Awesome stuff.
Shout out to another sponsored car out there. There is a MATCHFIT car / GAMAFLARE car out there as well. So that is Phil Antoon has made the cut this week. So good to see Phil in there.
Oh, lovely. Okay, I didn't notice that one come in. Awesome stuff, J-Man. Yes, the official MATCHFIT entertainment
hang
car
on.
out there as well. So
Yeah, he is.
So Fierce in pre-race practice / qualifying J-Man, which is about an hour and a half long, and we don't broadcast it because it's an hour and a half long. But here we are for the 15-minute qualifying, and it is winding down damn quickly for these guys. Nearly 6 minutes already passed. So these guys, no mucking around, as will be the first heat race at only 15 minutes as well. So no time just to settle in here, guys. You've got to jump on it and grab it while you can.
Yeah, very much, very much. So, yeah, like I mentioned, that number 40 car, Phil Antoon, is rocking. Some Sky 83 signage as well. So good to see the support out there as well.
Let's see if we can find that car here on my list. And the camera guys, oh, they're on it. Here we go. There it is.
Yeah, currently sitting 23rd on the grid, so plenty of work to do. Just coming to terms with the iRacing as Phil, so newcomer to this platform, so good luck to him out there. But
absolutely,
in the interim, Rian Leonage is at the top. Obviously, Dutchy, Lob, Forbett, De Graaf, McNamara, Scotty McKenzie, Noah Kitcher, Pete Vanderberg, and Michael Jones provisionally rounding out the top 10. So that's a pretty stacked field from what we've witnessed already this season, Davo.
Too true. And look, as we sort of head towards the end of the season, it doesn't look like it's letting up either, J-Man. Obviously, these guys get dialed in just that little bit more, if they're not already, mind you. But yeah, lots going on, and the pace just seems to get quicker. The racing even more fierce. And oh, look, I like this track, Silverstone. One of my favourite layouts of Silverstone ever. This old school version of it. Very, very old school version of it. So I think these cars here, look, traditionally like a Formula One track. So a lot of space, a lot of room to move, and we will see some passing opportunities and some ding-dong racing, I suspect, here tonight. J-Man, time is ticking, though. Over halfway through the qualifying session now.
Yeah, we are. We are definitely over halfway through, and look, that time has just been lowered again, a 43.7 now for Rian. And then a 43.7 for Darren Lobb as well. Very, very close margins there. You can see it.
Yep.
I'm sure up on the totem. Absolutely nothing in it.
4 thousandths of a second between the top two drivers at the moment, ladies and gentlemen.
And that was the margin for the top three coming into this qualifying. So nothing's changed from that session one to the next. So we saw Rian have a very, very good round, a good welcome back last week at the Canadian Tire Motorsport Park.
We did.
And had a lot of pressure from the likes of Lobb and also De Graaf and I believe it was Russell Pepperell as well. So
absolutely, J-Man. Okay, was that just cut short there a little bit? I'm not sure. But either way, here we are. Let's just see if we can get a qualifying results up. And yes, we can. There, ladies and gentlemen. Like we were just talking about, welcome back to Rian to the SCNZ V8 Supercar Championship, sponsored by Allports here for the Summer Series. Darren Lobb in second, sharing the front row. No surprise there. Roger Forbett, Andrew Dutch, Dion De Graaf, Sean McNamara up in 6. Awesome stuff. Mackenzie, Kit and Peter Vanderberg and Michael Jones also in that top 10. Things are moving quickly tonight, J-Man. Davo's got to be on his game here.
Yeah, so that's the first 5 rows. So row 6 is Daryl Cullen, Phil Carpenter. Row 7, Heath Parlett, Dylan Radford. 8 sees Edgar and Jono Gibson, Heath Mann and Simon Hedderscheid. See them on row 9, and then row 10 is Leon Fox and Luke Bradley.
Absolutely. And the list does go on, J-Man. We've got Watson, Carwood, Munro, Thompson, and Toon getting through in 25th in the MATCHFIT car. Bradbury, 26th, 27th. Not Druft, Adams, Greenhall, and Gunston rounding out the 30, J-Man. And that is it for qualifying. The boys, it is going to get serious. It is going to get serious quickly here. What a great track to bring a V8 supercar. A pack of 30 V8 supercars too. We are about to go green here, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle up. Round 7, Silverstone.
Yeah, good getaway there
start
for Andrew Dutch.
Forward there, pushing the issue there, sneaking into third position. Has he got it done yet? Doesn't look like that's over. Between Forbett and Dutch, bit of an exchange there. Then obviously we got DeGraaf, Kit, McNamara, Callahan, McKenzie, Vandenberg, doing well. Who is this side by side in the background? There, actually, I think it's Luke Bradley and Carpenter, J-Man.
Oh, Carpenter's going to lose another one here to Simon Hederscheid.
So working hard in the mid-pack. That is for 15 and 16. And can see all the way back to the field, side by side for a few of there. That is Thompson there. We've got a car in the fence somewhere. J-Man, not sure where that was. I just saw it. Heard a big contact.
Yeah, it might have been Dylan Radford, Davo. I'm not sure. I'll just have to check on that.
We can get a quick replay on what's going on there. No, it is something going on in the background.
Jono Gibson, the 666 Reaper Racing entry.
So
requested a tow.
Tough gig only, not only probably halfway through the lap one here. As the boys round out, look at Lob on the back, on the attack already. And Forbett also has Dutch to think about. Dion DeGraaf in that little tiny gap. He'll savour that because McNamara all over the back of Noah as well, just in behind that. Lap 1, ladies and gentlemen, round 7 here at Silverstone in the SCNZ Allports V8 Supercar Summer Series. J-Man, great, well, clean start. We saw one car come off in the background there, but super clean start and hectic already.
Yeah, it was actually 3 cars came off there, mate, and I can tell you one of them was the 40 car of Full End Toon, and that MATCHFIT car is proper busted up. So lots of learning lessons going on out there, but in the interim, Lob with a whole lot of pressure on Rian at the moment, and obviously Forbett, Dutch, DeGraaf, Noah Kitcher, McNamara all in tow. A little bit of an air gap between Noah Kitcher and Sean McNamara at the moment. So the Supercars NZ Broadcasting Lounge Mustang, a little bit of work to do to catch up to that little, I think there's about 4 cars in a bunch there, and then we go up to the front too. So it's stabilised.
It has stabilised. It is that little group of 4, J-Man, like you said, because Rian and Darren have actually just stretched the legs a little bit. This is only lap 2. These boys, the talent from these 2 boys. Oh, there's my alarm going off. I hope you're streaming, Davo. Yes, I am. Thank you, Mr. Alarm Clock.
Lob,
like super close. Look at this. Forbett can't relax either because he's got Andrew Dutch all over the back of him. Look at this group, actually. J-Man, they're pairing up, taking it to each other. McNamara is the one actually in a little bit of clean space there. He will just have a moment to catch his breath there as he sort of heads towards Kitcher's car. I will get that out of my mouth a little bit smoother soon enough. Who is that? Just trying to take to the infield there a little bit. And those leaders through, so that would have been one of those earlier damaged cars. Radford on Partel, J-Man. Parlett, should I say.
Yeah, Heath Parlett and Dylan Radford going at it. So it's a good little battle forming there as well. Just trying to keep my eye as well on.
Let alone what's going on behind Josh Thompson here. We got Fox, Gunston, Greenhill, Carwood, Bradbury. I think Northrift is in there, is he? Yes, I think he is on the back of that little train as well. So, as always, a very healthy mid-pack here in the SCNZ V8 Supercar Series. Look at these guys going at it all the way through the field. Got to get back there. It's Gunstone. You know, it's Fox, and I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Greenhall. Oh, as they tip into that little kink there. Super high speed corner and down under the bridge. Very hungry right hand here. Before this left. A little bit off camber maybe on the way out of here. Those guys going at it, Jamie. What's going on up the front?
Yeah, still Darren Lobb and Rian Leonage going at it. And I tell you what, the final sector for Darren Lobb looks incredibly good. He's very, very good down through there. Basically, when he tips it in to into the bridge corner there and then comes out through Woodcote, he is all over the back of him. Drive traction once again, really good for Rian. Manages to just hold his own, but we can just see here as they come up through Maggots, Beckett's heading out to Chapel there. Just he does range up, lets the car flow into the corner, and obviously Rian focusing more on the drive out to protect himself, coming down the hanger straight, heading up towards Stowe. So you watch the closing speed here, and I think Darren's willingness to let the car just flow into the corner and just decrease the gap. So once again, here we come down to this part of the track here, and we really feel Darren's got a strong suit here.
Yeah, no, look, and we saw this a little bit last week in Canada.
Yep.
Just that smoothness in the braking and just the way he manages the load under brakes very nicely as he tips the car in. Just gains that, half a car length or an extra car length just on the tip in before they hit the apex there. Nice work. So it's just that load transfer that he seems to be able to deal with, and you see it there again, J-Man, into the left-hander here.
Yeah, just maybe a little bit, obviously having that car in front of him, the cadence braking that he's using is just allowing him to just modulate that gap and close it up. But once again, you look at this here, coming out a Woodcote, the drive traction, once again from Rian, looks superior as they come through for another lap there. That is lap 5.
Lap 5, things are moving quickly. Nearly halfway through this race already, like we mentioned in the 15-minute qualifying, there is not a lot of time here, J-Man, to just settle into your race. These guys, it is basically a qualifying session. Straight up, as soon as the green flag drops, it is on for everyone. So Rian doing a fantastic job holding out Darren. We've got Forbert and Dutchy going in the background. We've got De Graaf and Kitcher. Kitcher, I got you, brother.
Yeah, and that's a great battle. Kitcher's driving a good solid race here. He's just keeping the pressure on Dion at the moment, and we saw the performance that Dion put on last week. That car is super quick.
Yeah, no, definitely.
In his hands.
Yeah, definitely quick in Dion's hands. But yeah, probably two of the, apart from the 2 leaders there, J-Man, a couple of the cars that are probably 2 of the closest cars on track here. And look, I will go back here. Get back to this. Look, this train of cars. I think Josh Thompson. So it's Munro, Gunston, Thompson, Fox.
Yeah, Greenhall, Carwood, mate. It is a big train back there, and
that's got
we
bigger.
Just see Carwood looks down the inside of Blake Greenhall, and he's still there. Going to favour the right-hander, should favour Blake here. It's a long way around the outside of the wall, but can he square him up here?
It's still on.
Just extra couple of metres added to the racetrack, taking that line just didn't pay dividends.
It's a bit quiet in the live chat tonight, J-Man. What's going on with that? Come on, guys, hit us up.
Oh, they're just consumed with the racing, I think.
A little bit like
in awe of what they're witnessing.
A little bit like ourselves here. Let's get a roof cam out of the front of Josh Thompson's car, because look at this. Look at these two going at it. There's still overlap. Thompson's actually sporting some MatchFit logos too on that car. Represent.
Yeah, nice big one on the roof.
Senate Sim Sports.
Can he get down there as well?
Oh, little tag on Munro there. That was unfortunate. Oh no, Munro half spin, gets it back together, but it is literally 7 positions, J-Man, easily.
Yeah, immediately on the comms to race control as well. Not too happy about that one.
No doubt. So these couple of pairings here, we got Rian and Darren on the lead.
Dutchy and Forbit as well. That's a good battle, and I feel like they've almost just closed that margin up a little bit towards the back end of this lap. So they're pressing on with good pace.
We've got McNamara and McKenzie as well, J-Man in one of the Misfits cars. Always at it. Oh, look, we got McNamara off. Wide, gets back on.
Then loses the position to Scotty McKenzie.
Wow, snaggy re-entry there, I tell ya. But awesome, all the same. So, nice work, McKenzie, just staying in touch there, not getting phased by that. Look at the background here, J-Man.
Sorry, I just seen a big move there. Sorry,
who was that?
Andrew Dutch on Roger Forbit, and that was a move up into Stowe down the inside there. Had the overlap, got it done.
See, let's get it. Oh, the boys have got it on the replay here, J-Man. Yeah, it's a nice, tidy 101 move there, J-Man. Look, and we say 101. Look, it looks easy on camera, but these guys, the talent of these boys to get the overlap and actually make that happen is no mean effort, mate. Guys working hard. So paired up, like we're saying, Rian, Darren, Dutchy and Forbit, Dion DeGraff and Kitta. We've seen McKenzie just sneak past Shorty there early in the lap. I think that might have been turn 1, Jamie. We've got to look back here though, a little bit of a trio here with Vandenberg. Just stuck in the middle of a Callahan and Jones. I think that is, what else? I think it was that little train of cars we were chasing before. There's actually a trio just sitting back there as well. That is the Bradley Radford. Hedisich.
I would.
Oh, no, it's mine, actually. It's Radford Hedisich. Sid.
Hedderscheid, yep.
Hedderscheid.
You'll get there, mate. You'll get there.
Oh, I'm just... it's brutal. It's brutal. Somebody stop him. Okay, obviously,
right,
still in the background.
Closing down. Closing down. 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining on this. What'll be a time certain 15 minutes as they are 8 laps in. 13 minutes has passed, so not too long to go. Rian still holding off Darren Lobb. Dutchy obviously just getting through on Roger Forbit's holding down that final podium position. And DeGraff and Kitcher have had so far a 13 and a half minute battle, really, because they have been like this since the lights went out. So good battle for those guys. Solid performances as well. And just remembering that this all bodes well for the starting positions for the reverse top 15 for race 2.
It does, J-Man. Obviously, top 15.
Yeah, Heath Martin in the box seat for a pole position start for race 2.
Very nice.
And bit of an air gap too back to Michael Gunstone as well. So Heath Martin looking good and does have Hedderscheid and Dylan Radford just up in front of him. So wonder at this point of time with a minute to go whether he'd maybe just settle for that.
Absolutely. J-Man. Is our chat not working tonight? Something going wrong there. It's way too quiet in our chat box tonight. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? If you're trying to chat, hit us up on Discord. Let us know what's going on. But yeah, time winding down. J-Man here.
Yeah, this battle, Noah Kitcher and Dion de Graaf, great battle going on. And we get to witness it all again very shortly as they close this one down. Just looking for Rian as well, just to see where he's at. 10 seconds to go. Looking for where he is in the lap. And for whatever reason tonight, I don't have a track map, which is interesting.
Well, just look to your left there. You can see it on YouTube, J-Man.
Absolutely.
So nice work here, guys. From this grid of 30, as always, never fails to deliver, my friend. And the top, John, it's like, here we go. This is the final corner.
He gives him a tickle up out of the final corner.
He's just like, he's just like, okay, come on. I had you. I had you all race. I can still get you now. And there it is.
Nice. Good work.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, excellent race across the board. So that's Rian Leonage over Darren Lobb. Andrew Dutch holds off from Roger Forbett. Dion de Graaf and Noah Kitcher had a fantastic race for 5th and 6th. Scotty McKenzie, we saw him get that pass on an off-track Sean McNamara. And then Daryl Callahan over Pete Vanderberg rounds out the 10. But the list goes on. Jones, Bradley, Radford, Hedderscheid, Mahn. We talked about Mahn being in an opportune position for race 2. Finishing 15th, is going to start off the top spot. Greenhall, Josh Thompson, Rob Carwood, Michael Gunston, and Heath Parlett round out the top 20.
Very, very tidy racing there, J-Man. Look, I think there you go. Like that, you just witnessed something special there. Gen 3 V8 supercars at a very old school layout of Silverstone there. Spectacular. That does not surprise me. Fantastic track and amazing cars, J-Man, there tonight for the heat race, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. Grab yourselves a drink just quickly and get back, because we've got more coming up soon. We are going to... These boys are going to a very short intermission as... Oh, hang on. Here we go. We've got to put a bit of this stuff up here. So let's just do this. And just give you a quick rundown there, ladies and gentlemen, of the top 10 finishing positions. We probably don't need to show this, but we're going to, because everybody just witnessed it. It was fantastic. But yeah, quick intermission, ladies and gentlemen, for the boys behind the wheel. But for us here in the comms box, we are going to just give you a rundown here about our Quizzies with Flair giveaway, which I think we have a little bit more. Oh, hang on, maybe we don't have a little bit more detail. We will get that to you, I think, next week for how you enter this said Quizzies giveaway with Flair. A Mazda R3 bundle. This is worth listening to and worth getting amongst it when we get a little bit more detail out next week on how you enter the competition to win a Mazda R3 bundle. I think they're giving away some other stuff. A couple of 6-month iRacing subs. Mate, that's worth some coin these days. and also some iRacing gift cards. These guys are just flicking out cash all over the place. Nice work, Quizzies. Always lovely to work with these guys. I'm seeing a couple of people chatting in the box now. Awesome stuff. But look, let's run through what is going on here as well with Supercars NZ. Yes, this, ladies and gentlemen, here, round 7 at Silverstone will be delayed broadcast to Sky 83. Ladies and gentlemen, get amongst that. We've been broadcasting, delayed broadcasting to them for the last 3 weeks. Awesome stuff, and we've also got to, in the meantime, thank GAMAFLARE for putting all that together for the good people like MATCHFIT Entertainment and Supercars NZ. You have joined us here again. If you're late to the broadcast, you are viewing the Supercars NZ Allports V8 Supercar Summer Series, sponsored by GAMAFLARE Allports, with support from NZ Esports and obviously, well, not obviously, but I'm going to tell you, this week's official sponsor is Custom Prints. Get amongst that. Links in the description to all of those fantastic peeps. We are going to flash the points up a little bit, and we're going to flash up a calendar just quickly as the guys go to grid. I am running out of time here, J-Man.
Yeah, fantastic, mate. You are incredible at paying the bills, David, for sure. So, yeah, we appreciate all those wonderful people being able to enable us to do this. So, fantastic stuff. And, yeah, just looking down through the grid here, obviously Heath Marr with a great opportunity as the lights are coming up.
Green, green, green.
Come on, here we go. Green again. Good tidy stuff from Martin. And we've been seeing this from that top 15 reverse grid in over the last couple of weeks. Those boys definitely taking advantage of that front row start, haven't they, J-Man? From 15th position to first. Look at the field side by side. Bradford, Hesed. Look at these two going at it. Who's that? Bradley in amongst. Whoa, that got busy very quickly.
Yeah.
One of the boys off a little bit. I think that is Jones. No, it's not. It's Radford that got a little bit sketchy on the outside there. Gone back 3 positions already. It's only John's looking behind it. McNamara, look at this pack of cars. My God, J-Man.
I'm looking on board with Dion de Graaf, and there's just cars weaving in a straight line, and I'm like, mate, they're just looking for a little bit of real estate right now. And it's a very angry pack trying to get through, but a great start from Heath Marr and Luke Bradley now up into P2, so he made a couple of spots. I was watching Pete Vanderberg. He's a bit of a specialist in these second races if he starts further up. We already saw that a couple of rounds ago, so he's in a great position currently 5th behind Michael Jones, but at the moment it is all about the jostle here. I think from realistic level 7 through to 13.
Long past de Graaf. De Graaf ran a little bit wide as he come out from underneath the bridge. We are on board roof cam here, coming down to the final complex of corners here. Oh, de Graaf hasn't left the chat yet. He's right there. One of the Chevys a little bit loose in, I think it's Kitcher.
Yeah, Noah Kitcher with a little bit of a wag of the tail there. Look at Darren Lobb getting the power down. Just absolutely shoots up the inside of Dion de Graaf on the way out of Woodcote there, and he's right on the back of Noah Kitcher straight away.
Rian
as well as Rian Leonage. He's up 9 spots in 1 lap. He has got the bit between the teeth in the 79 car, the Supercars NZ. Mustang is on fire right now, cutting through this field.
Rian, just FYI, turn 1 outside, gets that job done.
Make it work.
So, and look at the melee. Look at the chaos behind all that, though, J-Man.
Oh, big moment there. That's going to allow, that's going to allow Michael Jones through on Simon Hederscheid. Just got a little bit loose coming through Stowe.
He did just run him wide, got out on the grass there a little bit there, J-Man. He looks actually put him vulnerable to Vandenberg as well. So quick little snippet of replay there. Look at that freaking train of cars. Look at these boys, lap 2. In the feature race here, round 7 at Silverstone for the SCNZ Allports V8 Supercar Summer Series. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that train of cars. My.
Yeah.
It is going everywhere. That is Henderson. J-Man, has he gone south? Oh, he's gone to the pit. Actually, he's over it. Bradley got Marn there too somehow in the background as well.
Yeah, he put a pass on him, got that done as well. Marn attack straight back, but looks like Bradley's got a fair bit of pace at the moment on board, so he needs to put the nose down because Jonesy and Leonage are on their way.
Look at this lot coming for him, J-Man. It's a posse, and it goes all the way back. That train of cars, I think we're back to Bradbury. Oh, and is it Bradbury just tags the back of Edgar as we get the cameras to him. So all the way down to 20th position there, J-Man, on the 3rd lap. It was just nose to tail. So Edgar going back, but Edgar and both Bradbury obviously redressing the situation, going backwards as well, allowing 3 or 4 cars that are in front. I think it's Nothdrift, Carpenter and Watson sneaking on past there in the process. Watson from Scotland, FYI, and so, boys got plenty to do. How much is? I thought the heat race was hectic. So man, this is next level.
Yeah. Yep. So albeit, like you just said, there's a bit of a redress there. It's still lit up race control, so it'll be interesting to see how that one plays out.
I'm sure.
Close quarter racing out there, but at the moment Jones got the eyes on, looking at the back of Heath Marn and obviously Luke Bradley, but very, very quickly Rian is closing that gap. Be interested to see what the lap time is there. It's a 44.5 for that car, that lap around, so that is the fastest lap of the race. The only other car that I can see running in the 44s at the moment would be Andrew Dutch, and he is literally trying to go with him as well.
Oh,
a little bit of an air gap.
Sorry, J-Man, interrupt. McNamara around the outside of Callahan there. I don't think it's done yet. Actually, Callahan now off track. Get out of the front of...
Ran out of black stuff there.
Get out of the front of Dion de Graaf's car. Now, we've already been out of the front of Dion de Graaf's car in this race once already in the opening couple of laps. Look at this. Now,
Lob managed to get Noah Kitcher, and he's just having a look. Oh, it gives
McNamara
a bit of a tickle up.
The elbows are out with these 4. Look at this. There's some talent right there, J-Man. Throw a blanket over that. Look what's going on in the background. Oh, de Graaf. We've got in the background as well. It's Forbett. Oh, I don't know where to look. Callahan, Forbett, Gunston. Let's get back up the pointy end here. Well, the pointy-ish end of this battle, which is de Graaf trying to make some momentum with Lob all over the back of him.
Well, he actually just got past him. He actually just got through on him, and it was a beautiful move that took, realistically, I think, by the count, maybe 3 corners to get it done. Evening, Smodgy.
So quick replay on that de Graaf pass there. Look, the last time I looked, I thought it was de Graaf pressuring McNamara, but clearly it was Lob. Oh, look at how close they are through the kink there, J-Man. Oh my. What talent. Oh, this is epic stuff, I tell ya.
So, Rian looking at a move now, gets the run out of Chapel, up the hanger straight, goes immediately to the inside of Heath Marn. Look to get this one done and set focus on Luke Bradley.
So Bradley, early pass on Marn. I suspect Marn had a little bit of a sneaky slip up there, which allowed him pass, because he got a damn good start when the lights dropped green. Bradley, Rian, on his way, crosshairs, clearly focused on the back of Bradley. Look, and we know Bradley, J-Man. We've called Bradley in the Div 2 stuff last year, and no slouch behind the wheel. Oh, little rig, slightest of mistakes there. Rian, straight away, up there. Oh, in the background, Jones and Marn. Jones passed.
Yeah, it was very, very quick then. He just did the slide job there, got it done. A lot of gravel on the exit there coming out of Woodcote, so somebody's been spud picking down there.
Look, I've got to get back to this graph. Look at this. Lobbing McNamara. This is definitely not over. And we are not even 10 minutes into this 28-minute race, ladies and gentlemen. Compulsory pit stop, J-Man, for the main game. Yep.
Yeah, minimum 2 tyres. So we know these things are fuel sensitive. We've seen these guys literally running out on the finish line before. So fair bit of calculations going on out there before this one started. I'm sure there'll be a little bit right now, because I don't see a whole lot of fuel saving out there at the moment,
No.
Davo. So.
Or tyre saving either. So.
Oh, big moment there. Sorry for Luke Bradley. And just loses those positions there to Jones, Marn and Andrew Dutch. And he's going to have a hard charging Dion de Graaf and Darren Lobb with him very shortly, if he has much more of that.
Just picking up on the replay of Bradley there. Big pinch to the rears there, J-Man, and obviously Jones and Marn immediately pass, and Dutchy not far behind, getting it done as well. So that group of cars, obviously with Rian now in the lead, will sort of move apart a little bit. Marn still holding down third position. He will hang on to that for dear life, no doubt. But he does have the likes of de Graaf, Lobb, McNamara on the way. This trio moving quickly, even though they're fighting amongst themselves. Lots going on in the background. Kitcher, Gunston, Forbett, Callahan. The list goes on. Vandenberg, Carwood. Look at them there. Bloody nose to tail, all the way back to Fox. So,
who's that? That's Forbett peels in for his pit stop.
Oh, there you go, for early. So first of the official pit stops, J-Man.
Yeah, so getting it done really early. We're only 11 minutes into what is a 28-minute race. So that is super early. So looking for a long run home.
There's somebody else in there, actually, just in the background. Is it Mackenzie? It is Mackenzie.
Yeah, Scotty McKenzie, he was a long way back as well. I think he was down something like 16 positions.
So both...
right of that.
Okay, so both of the Misfits cars in the pit lane. J-Man, we may have just picked up on some awkward pit lane bump and grind. But we'll look past that. It's all pit lane stuff. What happens in the pit lane stays in the pit lane. But let's go back here, because I think it's Radford. It is Radford and Kitcher. I'm getting my name around, Kitcher. Noah, you'll be happy to know that we got this. And look at how close that fight is, J-Man. He's under the bridge. Slightest of overlaps forces the issue.
Yeah, he's trying. He's certainly trying. He immediately switched back to the left to have another look and see where he could just try and do something there with Dylan, but nothing happening there yet. But he kept the pressure on with de Graaf in race one, and much the same on this one. He has got the blowtorch out right now. Good to see the chat's alive too, guys. We appreciate that. Certainly helps with you guys tuning in.
Absolutely. I thought I had it turned off tonight. I thought everybody was late to the party. You know, I sent out the invites. No one turned up. You know? Awesome stuff.
Gives them a little tickle up on the way through.
Catch
Maggot.
up. Yeah, yep.
Yep.
So, they mean business. Phil, I think, back out on track after a little altercation. We have got Vandenberg, Gunston, Fox, Nostdruft. I will get that right, Dane. Sorry. Carpenter and Gibson all in the pits, J-Man. So, a flurry in the pit lane at the moment, my friend.
Yep.
Send me a DM if I'm getting it wrong. Just everybody else does. Just do it. So, nice work, boys. J-Man, where were you at? I'll stop trying to pronounce dodgy interesting surnames for a moment. And you tell me what you're looking at there, brother.
Yes, I'm just watching Lob still. Yeah, he's working over De Graaf at the moment. So obviously he's been in the thick of it. And what was that? I just saw Noah Kitcher through. Finally gets through on Dylan Radford. Radford coming back, but it'll be a long way around the outside. Coming out of Bridge into Woodcote. Yeah.
So Bradley and McNamara, and I think De Graaf as well, J-Man into the pit lane as we were just picking up on the roof cam there, which allowed, I don't know who was on him. Oh, it was Darren Lobb to sneak past, obviously. So there you go. Plenty going on. Let's have a look. Let's adjust this board here. See who has stopped so far in this race, because there's been a bit of a flurry just in the last couple of minutes here. So, and it continues to change. Look how busy that leaderboard is, ladies and gentlemen. It'll just give you an understanding on how much we got going on here up in the comms box. Plenty going on. And we love it. You guys love it. That's why we're here. That's why you guys are tuning in. But Lob stays out of the pit lane and continues on. There's also just a quick graphic. If you actually get back to that, I will get back to that leader board, or the totem as we call it. You can see the gains and losses for each of the drivers. They're Rian, 14 position gain, ladies and gentlemen, just quietly. So. So some of these boys are on the move. Some of them are movers and shakers, not all. But here we go. Let's adjust that again. We'll get back to the intervals and the gaps, which is what everybody wants to know about, is how far away from the next guy they are. So
good battle here, Dave. I was just witnessing Dion De Graaf, Josh Thompson, Phil Carpenter. So obviously Thompson done a stop as well as De Graaf. So, and a hit on track as well. So that's an interesting one there. Might just have a little bit of a peek on the pit times there and just see what we're looking at.
Fill us in, J-Man, as we get off the roof cam of Peter Vandenberg here, chasing down Mr. Michael Gunstone, who is doing a stellar job in that Ford Credit themed Mustang there. And a little bit of a train of cars in front of him, so those boys are working hard.
Yeah, about a half a second difference. And Josh Thompson super sideways, and it upset the rhythm for Dion De Graaf, and he made the grass as well. So both those boys absolutely using every little bit of real estate coming out onto the hanger straight that time through. That was a bit of a scary moment for both those drivers there.
So, well, it's giving Phil Carpenter plenty to think about, because these guys are actually gaining on him. And it won't be long before we see Thompson, De Graaf, and Mackenzie on his tail. And those three, mate, there's plenty of heat there. There's plenty of talent in those three right there, J-Man.
So, Lob now having made his stop, he is just ahead. Wow, actually, Heath Mann looking to go down the inside, coming out of Woodcote there. So they're still side by side, haven't arranged, I guess, the second. Oh, Lob so sideways. All side by side, heading into turn one, into Cops.
It does not get any closer than that. Lob eventually having to yield there, J-Man. Two big sweeping right-handers there. Side by side, he's just like, oh, God, I've got to get out of this. He nearly, like you said, very sideways out of the previous. Man, hanging on to it. And we were actually focused on the little battle that's actually just going on in the background there. I think it was, J-Man, between...
Lob with a run. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, no, we are out of the back of Marn's car. And Marn lets him through.
So, Rian takes command post pit stops of the race again over Andrew Dutch, holds a 3.6 second lead, and then Michael Jones after that, another 1.8 seconds, and then back to this Darren Lobb battle. So he has done incredibly well. He was certainly stuck in the thick of it. He was behind McNamara for a bit. He was also, I think, behind, I believe it was Kitcher as well for a bit. So it has shaken out now post pit stops a fair bit. We get to see what these guys have got. And I guess we're going to get to see what Rian has got pace wise going forward. But fastest lap of the race, Roger Forbett on a 44.3 has just been eclipsed by Andrew Dutch on a 44.2. So the times are dropping.
Nice work from Dutchy there, J-Man. Where are we at? We are two-thirds, well, over two-thirds of the way through this race here. Time is starting to tick here. Look, I can't get my eyes off this Bradley, McNamara, Gunston. I think it might even be Vanderberg in the background there, J-Man as well, joining in on that party. Plenty going on there in the sort of the bottom part of that top 10 there. So these guys, that fight is fierce to be in the top 10. Who is holding it at the moment? Vanderberg with Gunstone just up the road, and McNamara. Luke Bradley has literally been fending those three off for the last couple of laps.
He has.
So nice work from Bradley, just trying to, and we seen him with a couple of slip-ups, didn't we? There, not only 5 or so minutes ago, and he's really got to stay focused here as we just see the clouds come over a little bit. It's got a little dark in the sky.
The back of shot is that's Pete Vanderberg really starting to put some heat on Michael Gunstone now. So
yeah, and also Callahan and Kitcher in the background as well. But it's definitely Vanderberg put the pressure again on Gunstone, and we did touch it. We saw this only a couple of laps ago. These guys going at it. Nice work. I am just reading some of the weird comments that we're getting in the chat box at the moment. I'm going to leave that alone. But because what I'm going to go to is the Shane McNamara Luke Bradley battle. So Luke Bradley, and I just talked him up like literally not even 60 seconds ago, saying how he's just got to stay focused.
Yeah, Luke,
Sean is all over him again, so I'm not sure what's going on with Bradley. I thought he was going quick enough to keep the gap, but clearly not, because McNamara all over the back of him already again, J-Man. Let's get out of the back of Luke Bradley's car. This is basically what Luke Bradley's looking at in the mirror, and it's fierce. The teeth are glaring here. Sean McNamara on a mission, J-Man. Every position counts in this championship as they dip under the bridge there. Very tricky little series of corners there, so they're feeding the loud pedal back on as they come out of the right-hander, but they're just straight into a braking area for the left-hander. You can see Sean working at the wheel. As we look off the roof cam there, you can see him through the windscreen working hard at it. Whew! It's all going on.
Yeah, so he's right on the money with his best lap times at the moment, Sean. 1:45.0 last lap round is very, very close. Actually, yeah, it's very close to his... Well, he's actually 45... Yeah, so he is lapping consistently in the low 45s right now, chasing down Luke Bradley. And welcome to the big leagues too, to Luke Bradley. We saw the dominance that he could show in Div 2. And he, look, P7 right now in the main game. He is doing a fantastic job defending at the moment the likes of McNamara, Gunston and Vanderberg, all previous podium place getters here in the series. So well done to him. Touching base at the top, Rian now has a 4.6 second lead over Andrew Dutch and does now hold the fastest lap of the race. So stretching the legs of the Mustang is the GAMAFLARE Supercars NZ Mustang of Rian. 1:43.93, so that's qualifying pace for sure in their Mustang right now. Dutchy still doing a stout job there. Got Michael Jones sitting provisionally in P3 and has got Darren Lobb coming in hot. So what is the gap?
That he does, J-Man, and this is not over yet, although we are getting very close. It's still on in the background. Jones got a good gap. So we got Dutchy in second, Jones in third. I think Jones has got the gap. That's no question about that. Lobb in fourth position with probably too much gap between those two cars. Heath Barnes started in the lead with the top 15 reverse grid, J-Man, and doing a stellar job. Hanging in fifth position there, doing awesome stuff. Forbert, Bradley. Look, this is where it starts to get hectic, doesn't it? It's the Bradley backwards. It's just like Bradley. He's got the blowtorch from the Sean McNamara blowtorch going on in the background. And then it's Gunston and Vanderberg. So that's that little group of cars that stayed pretty locked for the last 5 or so minutes. And look, the slightest of mistakes from Bradley, and he will be back in 8th, 9th, or possibly 10th. So at the moment, Vanderberg rounding at the top 10. Vanderberg, oh, so deep in the braking area there, up behind Gunston. We've got to change the positions there. Who was that? Dutchy going backwards.
Yeah, we got Dutchy has had an incident there. I'm not sure what happened. I lost him off my data.
Oh, we've lost
so I don't
him
know if
totally.
that was
Okay.
Don't know if that was a disconnect, but it's podium time for Darren Lobb. Fortune favours. But how is the battle here? Pete Vanderberg, Michael Gunstone, Sean McNamara. It's hard to take my eyes off it. McNamara having another big look on Luke Bradley. And they are getting perilously close to the back of Roger Forbert as well.
So Forbert will want to keep the focus. Look in the background though. We're getting over the rear wing once again of Luke Bradley's car. Sean, as much as he wants to attack Bradley, he has got to be conscious that the boys behind him are quite happy to attack him in the meantime. So he doesn't want to get too offline in that process, and you can see he's backed off the back of Bradley to deal with clearly that situation with Gunston and Vanderberg tucked right up underneath his rear wing there.
Yeah, look, go back a little bit earlier in the season. These two have unfortunately come together, so hopefully they play nice with what is only, 15 seconds to go in this one. We'll get a read on where Rian is as to what we've got left in this race. And I can tell you now, he is approaching the final sector, I believe. So not too long to go as the clock has run out to 28 minutes. So this will be a little bit of a parade final part of the lap for Rian, because he's got a great 6.7 second lead.
Yeah, nice work. Nice
As
work.
you mentioned, 14 positions gained.
Absolutely, absolutely, J-Man. The car looks stunning. Look at that thing, and just to watch the car and with Rian at the wheel is amazing. Super smooth stuff. As always, we've literally only called him for 2 weeks, J-Man.
There he goes. And beautiful result.
We got the brief. They talked it up, and he has delivered. J-Man. Jones not too far behind. Lob. First of the South Africans. Nice work for Lob. Man, in fourth. He's held him out. Forbert. And then this lot. Bradley, McNamara, Gunston, Vanderberg. Ah! Crazy stuff, Callahan, Kitta, Fox, Carwood, DeGraaf, all coming across the line in quick succession here. A little bit of muscling going on there, just going, I could have beaten you, bro. But here we are, Thompson in 18th, J-Man, Ross Watson in 19th, Luke Munro across the line, 20th position, nice work for Luke. Not the Phil Antoon across the line in the official MatchFit entry. Thank you very much for coming. Edgar in the pits, Blake Greenhole, Robbie Bradbury, and I think that might just about wrap it up. I think we had a few cancellations there. Anyway, there we go. J-Man, where are we at?
Yeah, no, fantastic stuff, and hopefully we should see maybe a couple of blokes coming to have a chat to us. But what a fantastic race once again, 28 minutes around a historic Silverstone racetrack, all 4.7 Ks of it, and race control still dissecting what was a great spectacle. But
sure they are.
Fantastic result. Once again, your series leader, Darren Lobb, just keeps banking these points. Yep. And, you know, and it's critical to do so in these series, and he looks good. Obviously, there's a multi-drop round situation in these ones. So, yeah, it'll be interesting just to see what that looks like on the point structure next week. Okay, absolutely. So I just unpacked what was going on in the background with qualifying, but that's all good. So just having a look, have we got anybody in the waiting room who is going to come and see us? I can see.
You know they want to talk to us, J-Man. Of course they do.
We're going to grab the race winner first off, so we might do it a little bit reverse. We normally go 3, 2, 1, but this time around, we'll grab Rian and off another. Like, that performance was stellar, Rian. You got us on comms?
Yep, I'm here.
Mate, first and foremost, yeah, great. I want to start from the practice session, and we saw, you know, 4 1000s separating the top 3 going into the top 30 qualifying, and then obviously dropped that marker down to a 3.7, which was impressive. And we did see you took one of the boys, I think, was it Jonesy that came down with you as well? Maybe, I think it was one of the boys there, but impressive times in qualifying. And then that first race had a heap of pressure from Darren Lobb, the series leader, mate. How was that?
Yeah, managed to find some good pace in quali, which I was quite happy with. Haven't exactly had that much time in the past week to practice, so I was happy with that. And yeah, Lobb definitely put a lot of pressure in that first race. It was good fun, but I think it just had the slight edge, and I think that the qualifying position extra helped a lot.
Yeah, and some real close quarter stuff in race 2, Rian, as well, with having to dice through making those 14 positions. I think Davo picked up a beautiful pass. I think, was it the outside of Cops, was it, yes, Davo? Was it? Yeah.
Yes.
And, yeah, look, just, those situations, Rian, obviously you're well aware that, you're coming through, slightly, slower drivers and guys jostling for position. Must be a bit nerve-wracking in those reverse 15s.
Yeah, definitely gets the nerves and the adrenaline up. But it's all about just keeping it cool and trying to maximize every position you can.
Yeah, nice. Now, well, obviously, we got a little bit of a brief on your credentials last week before you came into this. So, just for ourselves and maybe a couple of viewers that aren't aware, so obviously, well accomplished in the supercars. Talk to us about obviously the Gen 3 versus maybe some of the other stuff that you've driven. How much time have you spent in the Gen 3 versus the previous versions, mate, or is it all about the Gen 3?
Been all about the Gen 3 for the most part recently. Done a
Yep.
little bit of other cars, but haven't had that much time to be able to really get into other cars. But this car is definitely something very different to most others, and very challenging to drive as well.
Yeah, nice. And hey, look, we did pick up there that great lap time, 43.9 in the feature race there tonight. So well and truly hooked up at the back end. Just give us a bit of insight. We understand you're joining us on Sunday, Rian, for the Phillip Island 500. I could expect, no doubt, you're pretty handy in the GT4.
I've done a little bit in the past. I think I found a bit of pace, but hopefully I'll find some time to get a bit of practice in, and look
Yeah.
forward to it.
Nice. You gonna give away any secrets, mate, of what you're looking to run?
Well, not exactly sure at the moment, so we'll
Okay.
see with that.
Mate, well, once again, another massive performance, and I can tell you in the background, the chat is alive.
Yep.
Of what's coming this Sunday, and the fact that the entry of Rian Leonage is actually on the grid, and there's a few guys pretty excited. I'm pretty sure there's a few guys pretty nervous about it as well. But once again, another fantastic performance. You're an absolute champion, and it's great to see you on this grid and really just set the benchmark and give the guys, Jonesy, Lob, and all the boys, something to aim for, because you really set the place on fire at the moment. So well done, Rian. Great to have you back.
Yep, thank you very much. It's really good fun to race with these guys, and look forward to racing with some of the other guys in the GT4s on the weekend.
Yeah, awesome, mate. We're looking forward to it. Absolutely. Cheers for the chat, mate, and well done on your successes tonight.
Yep, thank you very much.
Yes, mate. So there you go. That is Rian from position number 1 in both races. And we do have the third place car came in, got a stroke of luck at the back end, but actually worked really, really hard for it. Had a fantastic qualifying and then an even better race one, chasing down the hard-charging Rian. Darren Lobb, you got us on comms?
Yeah, gents. Hello. How are we?
Mate, we're fantastic. It's always great to have you up here in the comms box for a little bit of a chin wag after the fact. And look, mate, talk to us about race one. Lots of good cadence braking and chasing down Rian. Could have you put a move on somewhere?
Oh, I'm just trying to get my breath back after race two. Jeez, it was hectic. Yeah, race one was good. It was kind of just a flat-out race, I suppose. And I felt Ryan was better than me in certain places, and I felt like I was better than him in certain places. Well, obviously the help of the draft, but that last sequence of corners when you, what's the old corner? Is it called bridge? The right-hander, and then you've got that sequence of lefts.
Yep.
I felt I just had so much more pace than Ryan there, but it's very one line through there, and I made a mistake halfway through the race that kind of just dropped me back a little bit, and I really had to kind of put my head down and chase to close up the kind of 0.7, 0.8 again to get onto the back, and I think I'll just get a little bit out of it. I was setting him up into the second last corner, and I was pretty adamant I was going to send a stab down the inside there one way or another towards the end, and it's racing, and if we bump, we bump and we move on. But I just didn't get close enough, and he was quick in the right places, so I'm getting frustrated with Ryan coming back again. It feels like it's SCNZ in the old days, and I'm chasing the young fella.
Yeah, no, you're right. So certainly entry into Stowe Club and then down their bridge and then Woodcote, you were very, very strong. It looked like you could just release the brake pedal and just modulate and close the margin up there, and really, even down to that final lap in race one, you were really just tickling the back bumper on the way out of there. It did look like maybe the Rian car had a little bit more drive traction, just by way of maybe a little bit slower in the middle and got off a little stronger. So it was a little bit of a chess game between you boys, but you certainly got the front of that thing hooked up on the way into the apex, and doesn't look like it minds a bit of turn in under deceleration, because it looked super stable. But hey, more importantly, the feature race was super busy. We saw you trading there. I think the exchange between yourself and Dean de Graaf was spectacular. I don't know if you forecast that one coming, because I think maybe at that point you might have thought you had that done, but that was the first, probably, well, not the first point of the action, but it was one that really raised my eyebrows, because I thought it was done there and you traded. And obviously Noah Kitcher as well. Lots of battles there.
Yeah, it was good fun. The guys were really racing hard, and I just ended up putting myself in bad positions, I suppose, in that race. I was watching Rian going to the inside, and I could see the inside backing up, but then two cars come together and they moved across to the outside. And I feel just the same as Mosport. I picked up a little bit of aero damage, just a little bit of front end damage. I think on the second lap. And it absolutely kills your straight line speed, and then just ruins the front end of the car, just understeers. So, yeah, I kind of hit a brick wall, and that battle with Sean, when I kind of ran into the back of him, just compounded the damage, and then Dion got by, and that was it. I kind of just sat behind him, and I think if I was a little bit smarter and less annoyed at that moment in time, I probably would have gone for a better undercut and put it a little bit earlier and just dumped the damage. But you're always nervous about the kind of early pit. The deep field that kind of gets quite a bit of spread and the risk of a safety car. But it was good fun. I don't deserve to be on the podium tonight. Very unlucky for Andrew Dutchy. I don't know what happened there, but I see he hasn't subsequently rejoined service, so it must have been a good old internet bomb. Yeah, it must have been a good old internet bomb.
That's always a shame, isn't it? That stuff, So.
Yeah, shame. And he's gone well in all the kind of official races this week, so he probably deserved the double podium tonight. He's put in all the hard work and the legwork this week, so unlucky to him. I'll dedicate my trophy to him.
Well, and you're here, not him, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, Darren, it bodes well for consistency at the moment, and you're saying you're out of breath, and that was hard work, and it was probably a little gift at the end. Still, regardless, if we bring up the stats and the numbers at the moment, there's I know there's drop rounds to consider, but at the moment, week in, week out, you're just banking the right results in respect of the championship and going forward. And we are getting to that point, be round 8 next week, and really coming down to the business end. And one wonders, does the focus change at all heading to the back end? Do you change the mindset about how you attack the final races, or is it just status quo when you go out there, you're just trying to go as fast as you can?
I think if anything, I can be a little bit more aggressive now. Dutchy's had a bad night tonight. Russell didn't make it through. I don't know where Dion ended up in that race. So I've probably got a reasonable enough buffer now to try and get a little bit rough and stick the elbows out and try and get another bloody win, because I'm sure as hell not going to sit second behind round for the rest of the season. So maybe a little bit more aggressive. Let's be honest, we're racing pixels, so the championship win is not the end of the world, but I need another W.
I thought you already had the elbows out.
No, we can get a little bit more aggressive than that.
Does it get better than that? Okay.
It's got to get better than that, right? I should have put a little bit more of a bumper in the first race and had a bit more fun.
Yeah, no, it's impressive as it is, and excites us every time we see you guys on screen at the moment. And great to watch you guys going at it again tonight here for round 7 in the SCNZ Allports V8 Supercar Summer Series. Darren, thanks for joining us in the comms box again, my friend.
Yeah, awesome stuff, Darren. And no, we do appreciate the chat. And just a quick tip, I believe that Dion de Graaf come in P14 in that feature race, mate. So there's a little bit to dissect there for you.
Ooh, okay. Just crunch those numbers. Get the abacus
Yeah,
out.
blokes are own bowling themselves or own goaling themselves at the moment, and I'll just keep chugging away, right?
That's the
Just
spirit.
stick the screws in here. Well, we might as well kick them while they're down.
Go on, just do it.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, no, absolutely. Awesome, mate. Hey, look, I'm not privy to the list. Well, I probably am, but I haven't looked at the list lately for the PI 500. Have you signed up for that one, Darren?
Gents, I hate to be the dampener and say I haven't. Weekends are pretty damn tough for me to make a bit of time. I'm taking a boys' trip down to Bathurst next weekend, so I'm leaving the wife at home looking after the kids, and I'm gonna find it very difficult to spend a few hours on the rig on a Sunday now. I've got 2 little boys that are absolutely car mad, and if they know I'm sitting on the rig, the only time I can keep them off it is basically if they're in the bed fast asleep. So, look, if anything changes, you'll certainly see me there, even if it's a quick arrive and drive with no practice. But unfortunately, family time takes over.
of
Yeah,
course.
mate. Oh, look, that's the important stuff, mate. So, yeah, no, well done. And once again, mate, thanks for the chat. You always bring great insights to what is happening out there as well. So, another fantastic performance there from Darren Lobb. Thank you, mate. Thank you very much.
Thank you, gents. Good luck for the weekend. See you then.
Cheers, mate. Bye-bye. All right, so there you go, Davo. That is Darren Lobb came in P3. Just looking down the list, I was hoping that we might have seen...
Who got there, J-Man? Come on.
Well, look, I might, for what it's worth, Sean McNamara, I thought had a lot of pace tonight and probably worthy of a quick chat, do you think?
Absolutely. Always, I think, with Sean.
Okay, we'll grab him down. Hopefully he's not mid-conversation.
yeah,
Sean,
well, of course he is.
Sean, you got us on comms, mate?
Yeah, 10-4. I know to behave myself. Hey, guys, how are we?
Yeah, good lad, good lad. Hey, look, mate, you absolutely had that thing wound up tonight. Finished the feature in P7, but look, you'd have to be pretty happy with the performance outright and the car pace tonight, Sean.
Yeah, for some reason, early on in the week, I put a little bit of practice in, and people like the last year's champion, last season's champion was text me wanting to know what setup I was running and all the rest of it, and why I was way faster than him. He even finished work today. I'm not going to say who he was. He finished work today at 1 to go home and practice. That's how much he loves this stuff.
And clearly you didn't share the setup either, did you? I hope not.
Well, no, you're not allowed to with VRS, so I definitely did not.
Yeah. Awesome. Hey, look, I was monitoring the lap times as I do throughout the race. In the back end there, you obviously engaged in a really, really good battle with Luke Bradley, Michael Gunstone. Pete Vanderberg was in tow as well. And there was actually one point with a couple to go. You guys were closing on Forbit a little bit. And look, plenty of moments out there as well too, Sean. But those times, those 1:45.0s, I saw you do them consistently. So obviously the car hanging onto its tyre at the back end.
Yeah, trying to use a gear up in some of those slower corners on the exit. Just gearing up, just less wheel spin. That means you're saving your tyre during the stint itself. I definitely had pace over Luke, but for the love of me, I couldn't. I did get past at one stage, but I went deep into the corner and all the rest of it. And that's just more probably not running enough session practices on the race set. More just looking for outright pace and qualifying, because obviously you got to make that top 30. That's the first thing. And then quali. I mean, qualifying like 2 spots up or 3 spots up on your guys that you normally race around is a big advantage in the series. So if you can be, for example, who was behind me? Those people that you were talking about, like Peter Vanderberg, he's normally in front of me. And even Mike as well. And there's a few others that it's like I should really be behind them, but for some reason the track gelled with me. And I even had Rogie in the Monday night practice until he got past. We was just putting race pace I was missing. So next week, I'm looking forward to next week. It's probably one of my favourite tracks. So, Sebring, believe it or not, I think it is. So,
yes, the goat track. that is
Yep.
Sebring. Yeah, so it was.
I love it.
Yeah, do you? Anyway, it was Luke Bradley, yourself, and Gunstone and Peter.
And Pete, Pete actually
tucked
went
in
back.
behind that. So
Yeah, Pete went back a little bit earlier in the race, mate. So he had a little bit of an incident, went back. But I thought you raced incredibly well because you had obviously Gunston had made 8 positions to get behind you, so you'd obviously come through with a fair amount of pace as well. So I think his personal best was about a tenth of a second faster than yours. But he got there, and basically that was it from that point. Saw a couple of huge moments there, actually from multiple drivers. Just absolutely that coming out of, I believe, when you're coming out of Chapel heading onto the Hangar Straight, just the pace that you guys are going through there, the fact that you're making us onto Hangar Straight sometimes just really gives us an insight to how fast you're getting through that section on the racetrack. And a few hairy moments out there too, Sean, hanging on to it.
Yeah, you're right, because coming out of there, mate, you know, you're clicking gears and you're still wheel spinning. Especially on worn tyres later in the session. So you sort of, even though you just want traction down, you like your drifting out there sometimes, and you know it's slow, but you're just trying to teach yourself to keep your foot in it, and I think it's who drives on worn tyres the best tends to come to the top, and that's what you see with your Rians and your Lobbies and those type. Michael Jones has come up a massive way from where he was just 3 seasons ago. So, you know, another Aussie doing well in our league. So,
happy days.
Exactly. That's enough. You got all the good minds and stuff over there. You bring the good drivers too. But one day we'll get back to the Gizzy and McLaughlin show where we're just kicking ass.
Of course we will. One day. Sure.
Yeah.
It was good times.
His name's Ryan Wood, Sean. Just watch that space.
I like the other Penrite driver, actually, to be honest. I think he's probably going to take a championship before Woody.
Are you thinking, who's that, Cooper Murray? No.
Hey, whoa, guys. We're here. It's super. SCNZ.
Hey, look, it's all supercars, mate. It's all supercars. But no, look, Sean.
It's not a
Sean,
podcast.
I think the bottom line is, mate, is you did look fast tonight. The results showed, you know, you look super comfy and look like you deserve to be there as well, mate. So, you know, it's just a big congratulations on the top 10 finish. Obviously, we mentioned you finished P7 in the feature. A good haul of points tonight. So, be interested to see what that looks like on the points totem next week, mate. So, well done.
Yeah, thank you. And after my terrible race, the last 2 rounds, I needed sort of a bit of redemption. Because I get a bit of stick in the old chat room from the boys.
I'm sure you do, and rightly so, Sean.
Actually,
I did need a good result, probably hence the training and putting the hours in. But pretty stoked, and it's awesome the turnout and how that top 30 works. Because the boys are buzzing to make the top 30, so that's it's been something that we've implemented. That's been a necessary thing, but it's had a twofold effect where the guys actually brings a lot of pizzazz and
it does
and a lot of everything. So
it does.
Pretty cool.
I totally agree, Sean. And look, it was fortuitous. Like you said, it was it was around other reasons why it got changed to that. But look, the intensity of that top 30 and how hard guys are running to be in that top 30 has really changed the dynamic of the whole night, and we're enjoying it, and clearly the drivers are enjoying it, including yourself. So awesome stuff. Thanks for joining us in the comms box. Where were you? 7th position. Think yourself lucky you got dragged down here tonight.
Well, look, there was a couple of reasons. Obviously, it was the fantastic performance, and then I think it's one of the first weeks in the last few that I don't think Sean's raised the attention of race control, so he's quite familiar with them, and tonight he got our attention, not theirs.
Yeah, it's quite good to be on the other side for a change, trust me. Although I do give them a hard time. I do give them a hard time right before a race, so they definitely know where I'm at.
Yeah.
Love your work, Sean. Thanks for the chat, mate.
Good stuff.
All good, boys. Thanks for the call.
Mate.
Talk soon.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Thanks, Shorty. Shorty obviously got a plenty of airtime tonight in the GAMAFLARE, official GAMAFLARE SCNZ car. Because he was right in the thick of it, J-Man. We are running out of time, my friend. I've got 2.5 minutes to go, and I've got to pay some bills. So,
Righto. Well, I'll say bye for now. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, Davo. Appreciate the watch today, and see you all next week.
lovely. And thank you, viewers, for tuning in again to MATCHFIT Entertainment. And we're going to thank, obviously, for the Supercars NZ boys. But, look, what a fantastic race. What a fantastic evening. Let's go. I'm going to quickly run through this, okay? Join up to the Phillip Island 500. Get over to MATCHFIT events if you haven't already. Sorry I don't have a graphic, ladies and gentlemen. But we're going to thank the boys at SCNZ for their putting on a great show with the Allports V8 Supercar Summer Series. Once again, you can see the sponsors there, ladies and gentlemen. It is MATCHFIT Entertainment. It is GAMAFLARE. We're going to bloody Sky TV as well. Sorry for swearing, but it's Sky TV too in a delayed broadcast. Allports, I've already said. NZE Sports on board. We're going to wrap it up. We're going to see you at Sebring next week. Awesome stuff. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, once again for joining us here. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channels, and tune in next week for Sebring. Thank you. Not for now. Next minute.